determine if Scherzer, a former Tiger, will be placed on the 10-day injury list later today. It's the calm before the storm for the Pistons, who hold the number 15 pick in tomorrow night's first round of the NBA draft. Although there's a pretty good chance that may not be the case when the draft actually arrives. That's according to senior advisor Ed Stefanski.
We've been investigating moving up. We've been investigating moving back. Doing our homework out there, and I think there could be volatility in this draft.
Most mock drafts out there have the Pistons selecting Indiana shooting guard Romeo Langford in the first round. Officials at ESPN confirm in a release this morning Dick Vitale has signed a contract extension that will keep him with the network until 2022. The 80-year-old Vitale has been analyzing and breaking down college basketball games for ESPN since 1979. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, go to 971theticket.com.
Doug Kosh. Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
Scott Gear Anderson.
Home team.
On 97.1 The Ticket.
I love this thought, this topic. I often talk about how I don't play the lottery, and I'm not really a gambler.
For someone who doesn't gamble, you sure are fascinated by gambling.
Well,
I mean,
fascinated by
overly fascinated.
I think it's going to become a big part of our industry in the next couple of years. So I'm going all in, so to speak.
No, but I mean, you always, anytime this comes up where there's a story that gets found out that, hey, somebody put a futures bet in there, $300, and it could pay off $100,000 or $80,000. What would you do? And at what point?
Just trying to hide the fact I'm a degenerate gambler, and now you bring it to
There it comes degenerate again.
No, it's interesting stuff to me. The psychology of it is cool, and I do go to the window. I'm in Vegas. I've gone to the window and placed quite a few bets on the games, but on sports games. But the reality is, it's not something that really drives me or motivates me. However, it does a lot of our listeners, so I'm more than willing to talk about it. This dude, Scott Berry, this Blues better, the video, yeah, that they won the Stanley Cup, and he turned $250 into over $100,000. There's a video posted. Now, we got to be a little bit careful. We tried to do a little intel, get some research, the backstory on the private jet that he and his buddies flew out to Vegas to collect his winnings. He's got this ticket, a ticket from the Paris casino, and he's got it with him. And they board a private jet. They're eating their favorite pizza on the flight out. They're drinking champagne. They landed in Vegas. He gets off the plane. He's holding a bottle of champagne in the air. Woo! Then they show him in the casino walking up to collect in the Paris casino in Vegas. He walks up, and at one point he's holding stacks of $100 bills, and he's like, this is $100,000. And then they show also what $100,000 in chips would look like. And the graphic on the video done by Darren Ravel says cash, chips, or check. What would you take? All right, well, let's start with this. I'm going to presume that the private jet was comped. That Wheels Up gave him the jet as long as this ended up on social media.
Because, yeah, you see the
At one point, you see the Wheels Up logo.
I would presume you're right.
Because to get a private jet, to be in Wheels Up, it's like a membership. You got to spend, I think it's $6,000 to get a membership, and then you pay from flights from there. So we were trying to, do the math and all that. It was like $20,000. If you won $100,000, you wouldn't drop $20,000 on a private jet, would you?
No. I would pay for the upgrade to first class. That's
yes, I agree. So you get first class. Now let's talk about it. $100,000, lot of money, but not really retire on money for most people.
Right.
It's not.
Well, and it's taxed.
Yes. So
you have to police yourself on the taxing of it. Casino gives you the money, and then you have to report. Some people do, some people don't. But if it's high profile like this,
but if you want to
you
avoid
might
the taxes, you just hop on a plane and fly to the Dominican, and you're all good, right?
So we want to go.